Hi, I'm Jadyn Davis, and this is 414 Women. 414 Women is based off of Esther 4:14, telling us that we were made for such a time as this. Us as women, we go through a lot of struggles, we go through a lot of hard times. There's a lot of things that are going on, and sometimes we question, why are we here? And the Bible tells us in Esther 4:14, that we were made for such a time as this, and that there's a reason why we're here for this time. 414 Women is here to help empower women to go through their struggles that they're going to. It's to form a community with one another, to know that they're not alone, that they're going through life with other believers. This is just a place where we can just be vulnerable and we can be real. We can confess our struggles, we can confess what we're going through, we can ask for prayer, and we can just be there for one another. It's so important to have a shoulder to lean on, and a place to be vulnerable, and a place to be able to share what you're going through, because we can't keep it all tied up inside, or else it will eventually drown us and make us feel like we have no support and make us feel lonely. It's important to be able to come to a place that will help lift us up, because the world we live in, unfortunately, is not that place. I truly believe that there is at least one thing that us as women can all agree on. There's a lot of times that there's something that we don't like about ourselves, whether that's the way we look, the way we talk, the way we act, whatever that may be. There's always something that we get down on, and that is something that I can relate to my whole life. I have always been very self-conscious, very low self-esteem until I met Jesus. And by meet Jesus, I mean really meet Jesus. I've always been a Christian. I grew up in church. I've always known who Jesus was. But October 15th, 2021, he met me at my lowest place when I was in the darkest time of my life that I've ever been in, and nobody even knew it. If you looked at me, I was always smiling. I was always cheering others on, but when I was by myself, I was not. I was downtown at a bar, and he met me there and tapped me on the shoulder and asked me, "Why are you here? I have so much more for you." It's funny how the Lord uses some of the things that we've done in our past to help us for our future. I grew up being a cheerleader. I did competitive cheer and cheered for MHS, and I believe that He has called me to help be a cheerleader for others in their faith and their walk with Christ. I believe that He's called me to help be an encourager, and I believe that He's called you to do the same thing. And that's why Esther 4:14 is so important. I was made for such a time as this. You were made for such a time as this. We all have a purpose. We all have things that the Lord has us here for, and we just need to walk in that, knowing that He is with us, and no matter what comes our way, He is going to be there. If you're on the fence about coming, I just would encourage you to at least come and give it a try. This is not just for one specific woman. This isn't for one specific age group. This is for any woman age 1 to 99, maybe even 103. This is just a place where my prayer is, and what I feel like the Lord is leading, is that it's a place where we can just have community, we can empower each other, we can be encouraged, and we can use it as a boost to go throughout the rest of our week.